If we could get some more influence. So we could befriend them. I think I would prefer to try and get the gold. So we might do some trades, try and get the gold, and then get the altar up in our capital, which I think would be more important. Other than streaming, do you work also? Nope, I'm a stay-at-home dad. Right, let's get rid of this scout. Boom. Right, then just go alert. We didn't even get hurt by that, which is nice. And then our army's going to move down here. I would like a slinger. I don't think that's going to happen for a while. Our scout did get hit, so we're just going to move our scout out so we don't lose them. The scouts are just so important. And our settler... Let's move here. I think it's because the initial tiles are better here. I wonder what happens if we settle on here where they've got like one science on the ground. So I might go there still. And just ignore the game. And then 14 turns till the pyramid. Let's continue. Diplomatic action. So for 60 points science... I don't want to use my influence points, so I'm just going to accept. I still do get +2 science per turn. But what I'm going to do is trade with them, open market, so I can get some more gold. So let's go open markets with you. I reject your open... Oh. Interesting. So now we can't do anything with him for 10 turns. Right, let's try and open markets with... She rejects it as well. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if we asked it a little bit too early. It's interesting they both were like having none of that. Alright, we're getting a better idea of what our continent looks like. Right, command units. Yep, smack that scout. Let's move our army down now. You're still healing. And this scout, if we can just heal, get him back to full health, that'd be glorious. Command units. So what do we want to do here is a fantastic question. Yeah, let's move where the game says. Why don't we just listen for once? Next turn. So we get started an endeavor with you. So I believe that's just the research collaboration. And then we got military aid. Okay. Come down here, and then that's the southern coast that we've actually cleared. That bit there should cut off. Just down here. Hides there, which is interesting. Right, another scout done. Right, they do have 2 units here, so let's make sure our military is all together and we don't get caught out. Enjoy. And then we're going to found our first town, which is really, really cool. We can grow it instantly. So I think we just do the whole river tiles just because we get so many boosts to them. Let's make sure it is towns as well. So let's go in here. So yeah, just 1+ production on rivers. So I see no reason not to do that immediately. We don't get the science for settling on that, so that's good to know in future. So yeah, we'll go there first. So I think that's the key with Egypt. Right, 12 more turns. Diplomatic action. Oh, you've denounced me. So your relationship will decrease by 60 over 10 turns. Or I spent 120 and it cancels it. Jeez. Okay, denounce me then. Come at me, bruh. Okay, he's over there. We might have to go to war. Which is quite good, because our melee units don't actually cost anything. Right, they're going to get shot from that galley, sadly. Right, command units. Right, you get away from that. This scout. I would like to scout around. Oh, no, that's her. Where's he? He's up top. Okay. Gonna have to keep an eye on that town, then. Next time. Okay, luckily they didn't shoot our warrior. Well, let's move up, because they look like they're pushing towards the city. So our military is getting ready. Well, the scout is going to then pass this way. That's absolutely fine. Next turn. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing up to the city. Right, let's start smacking them. Move him. Very nicely done. And our scout goes free. Let's go next turn. District defences destroyed. Interesting. I would like to find a city-state to befriend them. We could have befriended that city-state, but murder's on my mind. Command units. And then our scout is going to continue to do all the scout things there. Like, you go in there, destroy them. Attack them. Right, and we move as the army. I don't want them starting to, like, annoy the city. Next turn. Have got a boat coming in here. Right, we can grow the town, which we will go down the river. It's not going to be a fishing town. It will be like a lumber town. But it's just the rivers give us too much not to go for straight away. Right, scout. Do you want to see what she's got? Right, command units. This scout, let's come into all this emptiness that we haven't found in here. Nice. I wonder if we can attack that boat with our melee units there. That would be quite nice, I'm not going to lie. That would help a lot. Next turn. Hopefully the boat will just go away. Okay, maybe not. You need to heal. Right, a scout is going to go up the western coast. We have found another continent. Okay. Next turn.
The spoken word conquers all thought, but the written word commands it.
And then this gives us the library. So, the question is can we attack this boat? No. No, okay. So this unit, come away from the river, come away from the river, come away from the river, because he's just going to shoot us. Need him in the city just so it can't attack the city. Narrative choice. As Egypt prospers, the arts flourish, and small workshops start to capture daily life in clay and dye. A royal architect unveils a new method of dealing with stone that stuns the local creatives, but nonetheless, will demand much of their labour. Let's continue down the science. We're sort of picking most things that are to do with that. And I'm tempted to go into the mastery for writing for the first time, which then would give me additional plus science on buildings. That was 7 turns. The pyramids will be done in 7 turns. Masonry 2 would give me what? +1 production on production buildings. Wouldn't necessarily say we got any production buildings, unless the quay classes as a production building. I don't know what would count as a production building. Oh, we can purchase the altar. So, bang. Does it matter where we put it? So, +2 happiness for each adjacent wonder. So, I wonder if we want to put it here to give us an additional 1 happiness because it's near that wonder. So, yeah, let's chuck it there. And there we go. So then that will give me an additional happiness once we build the pyramids, is my understanding. I might need to actually get money to actually get a ranged unit. Right, let's get technology. So what do we need next is a fantastic question. Fantastic question. That'll give us gold. So we could go actually to currency. You have to get us a market. Which would then improve our river tiles even more. Which is not terrible. A garden would give more food on the river. So do I care about food or money? Probably food at the moment. Where would I put the garden actually is a good idea. Unless I put it this side of the river. So really I shouldn't have put the quay there because I could have had a situation where I had like 3 boats there, a garden there, and boosted all 3 tiles. Which is sort of you live you learn moment, I guess. I know, because... yeah, no, I should have done that, shouldn't I? I should have put... Yeah. The quay's a bit annoying, it has to go on the river. But it is what it is. Alright, as scout... Do scout things. Hostile slinger. Need to be careful over that. Imagine they're going to sling their stuff. Next turn. Not much until we get the pyramids done. But that is going to progress us more and more. And then we've got our town over here, just happily growing. Okay. So this is the city-state that's actually sending us the boats and creating problems. So let's come in here. And let's actually befriend them. So for 170 points, we can start befriending them. So let's do that. So, and then we can see down here. So in 15 turns, they will be friendly towards us. We can add influence to add support. Let's do that. And then we can try and boost that even further. So in 10 turns, they will be friendly with us. In 15, they will become a city-state, and we will be their suzerain. And then, wait. You are the suzerain. We'll convert to a city-state soon. Okay, cool. That's friendship, city-state, and then we're friends with them. Okay, let's do that, because their boats are going to keep harassing us. We still have to, obviously, deal with that for 10 tons, but at least we're moving. We can see over here... Someone is upset with us. And no longer can we just look at our neighbours, the other nations, and see their army strength. Although I'm sure there is a way to choose to see that. So we might need to make a couple of melee units. Or units in general. So let's keep an eye on this town because we do know he is up there. Right, we can grow our city. I would like to start getting resources up. Is that on the same... We could get dyes, actually. Because not only would we still get the fishing boats and get loads of food, we would then actually get a resource in, which would increase happiness and then increase the quickness we would get a celebration. So let's do that. Lots of fishing boats. Resource assignments available. So we have our first resource dyes, and we can move that however we see fit into whatever city or town that requires it, which I find that really, really fun. Right, command units. Right, run away from the slinger and run into a dead end. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Right, heal. Get my whole army to heal. Get you into the capital. And then I just need to watch over here just in case he does decide to come down. We have been denounced. Ah, so it's because we settled too close with him. We got a -20. Okay. We got -42, I believe. Likes leaders that leave independent powers alone. Dislikes those that disperse independent powers. So I suppose that's probably a reason why he did not like us. Fair. Right, we can grow our town. That boat's leaving, which is perfect for us. We can grow our town. We will start to get the lumber stuff up. But it's just so much better for the time being for us to get all the fishing stuff. And down the line, when we click in here, we can then buy an altar in here. And then I believe we would then get our benefit from the Pantheon in here, but I could be massively incorrect. Right, command units. Just heal there for the time being and hope that slinger runs away. Like, hope for the best. Hope for the best. So far, I think we're doing really, really well. We've got our sea here. Obviously, a lot of the tiles that we're working are all the fishing tiles down here. If I put all the yields up. Which are really, really, really good tiles, to be fair. 3 food, 2 production, 1 gold, 1 happiness. Really, really cool. Even coming down here, we get some culture and stuff like that. We do need to start hooking up some of the resources. But I think this is not a bad play doing it this way. And then we've got our little town over here, which is going to be a little lumber town. A little production. But again, it's just so worthwhile getting these rivers up early to get our food, to get all that early. Because that's where our big boost from Egypt comes. So that's how I'm playing it. Don't take this as a guide by any stretch of the imagination. But we're trying to move through to our strengths. That's why we're making the pyramids. Which then again boosts the rivers. Only in this city though. So it'd have been quite cool if we got our first city with like 2 rivers down it. Jeez, that'd have been crazy. We come in here, celebrations in 11 turns. Let's go next turn.
Do nothing which is of no use.
We do get 1 scout. 1+ to scout movement and sight. I think I'm fine with what's happening here. We can choose a civic. And there's a great question where we want to go. I'm tempted to do Mastery 2 on Mysticism for more growth. I am tempted. I think we go to Code of Law. We could potentially get a Petra. And our capital is on lots of desert. Where did I even see Petra if I like? Oh, Civic. I'm an idiot. Yeah, because then Petra would give us +2 gold, just as the base yield, +1 gold, and production on desert terrain. And obviously all the merchants and stuff. Okay, let's go command. Oh, this scout is probably not going to make it out of here, sadly. We do have our first army commander, which is actually great. Right, let's move everyone to the riverside, and then the commander can swallow them all up. Cool. Next turn. What's that barbarian boat come out of nowhere? We did lose our scout, sadly, yeah. Okay, he's changed his relationship with us, so he is actually hostile with us now. So I do need to sort of move my army up to that town. Coming down here. See our progress. 6 turns, they'll be friendly with us. So at least they're not going to harass us anymore, hopefully. Can I swallow them all up? Probably because they got no movement, right? Right, let's try and get away. Land units. Next turn.
Soldiers, from the summit of these pyramids, 40 centuries of history look down upon you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't play Egypt and not get the pyramids, am I right? So let's go yield now. And then look at these river tiles. Free food, free production. That's crazy. And obviously the 2 gold as well. Very good tiles. Met a new civilization. Right, friendly greeting. The leader of the Roman civilization. Okay. Keep looking over here. It's that hostile nation. Right, so let's move our melee stuff up here. After they use a move, can I still... Can't form them up. Okay. Right, choose production in the capital. So, just got the pyramids up, which is absolutely awesome. I would like to get the library up. I feel like that would be a really, really good idea. So I could build it in there. In the altar. Which would be really, really nice. And I think we're going to do that. Build that in the altar and put that in there. And then we get +6 science for that. Right, let's command our units. So this scout, I'm just trying to get him away because we do know there's hostiles there. He hasn't got a 2nd place down. Rome has, though. Let's go next turn. Right. So now I'm going to go gather all land units, which is going to make just warfare so much easier, having these commanders moving stuff around. So nice. So I want to move you over here. We could potentially go to war with him. Let's come this way. Get our scout out of that water. Okay. Next turn. Do need to save up... Oh! Natural disaster. A flood, which actually gives... Okay, destroys that fishing bow. Okay. Slight problem. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Could be a lot worse. Narrative choice. A flood of opportunity. One day, a devastating flood rushes through the streets as the river swells its banks. Entire city districts are now dark, hazardous, and unlivable. With hundreds now homeless, in every crisis, there's an opportunity. 1+ migrant. What does that do? Join a settlement and become part of its population. So I could make my town bigger? Maybe that's the play? Narrative choice. A story to tell. Satisfied at last, the writer sets down their quill. They have spent countless hours writing down words only to scratch them out and rewrite them. All will be worth it if just one reader finds joy in this text. One must write every day to improve. We get a codex or some influence points. Let's get a codex. And then we're going to click the great works up here. And we can see that's the codex. +2 science. We can grow the town in here. Which now we'll probably want to do other things. Now we've got the river. So we're probably going to want to get this. It will give us a quarry. I would like to get on the lumber mill train at some point. How much is the building? The saw pit. Would give us 1+ production. Let me have a look. So then we would become a proper production town. Because we'd probably put it here. Then we've got lumber mills all around it. I mean... yeah, let's go get that luxury first. So we get +2 food to capital. +4 food to any other city. Get that quarry up. And then we will go into all the wood stuff. Right, local festival. So yeah, let's get the +3 per turn for both leaders. Resource assignment. Okay, there we go. Command units, and we'll keep pushing just to see everything. I'm curious what would happen if I did attack him and his city. Do I raise it to the ground? Like, what happens? I mean, I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself. So we have got another quest for build another wonder, and we have got one for building a library, which we're currently doing now. 1 turn left. Let's continue to move. Painted rock. Right, let's heal up there with our army. Next turn. Then we got that migrant going over that.
Of all beings is the earth water, the water plants, plants man, and man speech.
Choose technology. Okay, so where do we want to go next? Let's go the mastery to get an additional science on the science buildings and 1 codex. We could go to an early war. It's not the worst thing in the world. Let's repair the fishing boat. Runaway, they've got archers next turn. They are getting harassed over here, which is nice to see the AI is going through harassment. Okay, so what do we want to build in here? Could get a monument up. Because we would get a boost because we got the pyramid, so it feels like a good idea to then chuck it down. And diplomatic building. What else would we get if we didn't get that? A garden which would boost only for the adjacent river tiles though. So it doesn't boost the tile itself, it boosts the building. So I could put the garden in there, then put the monument in there. That's not a terrible idea. So it would give me +5. Equally, I could get the +5 there. But I think if I'm going to get the monument there, let's get the monument first so I don't fall behind on culture. And then we'll put the garden inside that. We'll see how that works. Let's heal that scout. So the migrant, then we're going to go join a settlement, become part of its population. Oh, and then we just get an instant growth, which is actually quite nice. So let's start getting our lumber mills up now. And then we can have this as quite a behemoth for production, hopefully. We get our first celebration. So we're not building any wonders, so let's get the 20% culture for 10 turns, because we are lagging behind in culture. We will also get +2 culture on the palace as well in here, confirm. Then our army commander is just going to sit there for the time being, and then we will reinforce them with more troops at some point next turn. Is this river going to flood all the time? +1 food, though. Next turn. 25% progress through the first age of the game. Diplomatic action. Yeah, I would actually like the 6 gold. So if I go up here, can I buy the saw pit? I want to put the saw pit here, though. Let's leave that for the time being. Could we get the altar in? Because that would boost all the river tiles. I believe they would then get the production boost from our Pantheon, which is 1+ production on fishing boats in settlements with an altar. Does a town class as a settlement, though, is a question. So let's hold our money for the moment, rather than waste it on something that we're not sure about. Let's go next turn. After this, I think we're going to go arch it into ballista. Okay. So this gives us an additional science on science buildings, which we already have the library. We gain a codex. Gain a technology from the targets that you have not researched. Okay. Narrative choice. Embassies from Shanghai have arrived and pronounced that the Egyptian Empire deserves all glory and respect. That's what I'm talking about. A bit of recognition up in this place. To honour the friendship between two peoples, they present a generous gift. That's what I'm talking about. At his private altar, a priest offers incense and a small dish, preparing to spend a quiet moment with his chosen deities. He inhales deeply as notes of frankincense and myrrh fill the dimly lit room. And we get another codex. Nice. Great library milestone completed. So let's view our progress. Doing really well down in the science tree. You've achieved a great milestone in Egyptian science. Codexes are essential for progressing towards a great library. Is the great library the victory condition? Question mark. Science, yeah, towards a great library science victory. Turns out if I read the description, it describes the description. Science victory in this age, but you will need to gather more and provide more ample space for them to be housed. Next objective, mathematics, build an academy in one of your settlements. Okay, that's fine. So it already seems like that's where we're going to go down, which is fine. So I think now, so navigation would get me what? Still better to come down this way. Because currency, I could get... Basically, I want all the boosts to navigable rivers. Because we already get so many boosts to them. So boosting them further, it feels like that's the clever thing to do. Am I clever? Maybe. maybe. So then we get a bath, we get a market, and then we can go into navigation, which would then give us more gold and stuff like that. So I think that is the way to go. I'm hoping. Just got a video of my son at a play center. Living the dream. He's got one of them like cookies with all the rainbow Smarties in. Bless him. Love him. Right, I'm gonna have to have a coffee in a minute, a little power break. But, so I think that's the move. Going down the military sort of pulls us away from what we're doing, I think. So let's stick with the plan. Stick with the plan, and the plan will stick with you. So we're going to go to currency next. We get a bath and a river. The bath gives a food to adjacent river tiles. And... no, wait, did we? Oh, so you can get a garden and a bath. Okay, interesting. Choose production. So repair the fishing boat. Command that scout.
At the western summit, there is the dried and frozen carcass of a leopard. No one has explained what the leopard was seeking at that altitude.
Such a pretty game. Such a pretty game. Let's go next turn. Right, choose protection in the capital. We could... there's value in getting another town at some point. Again, I would like to settle by rivers, though. I mean, I suppose if we can't get one, we can't get one, but... so we could get over here. There's some mining stuff. I'm going to class that as, like... so we could get a city here and mine all this. And have a mining town. Lumber town. Mining town. Right, so what do we want to do here? It's interesting to see that AI doesn't seem as aggressive with settlers. But that is what it is. So we could go... garden. We could get a +5 garden in the monument. So let's keep with that. Food growth is king. We are 11 growth. What are the other capitals looking like? 9. Whoops. 12. Okay. Command units. What is that? Mountainous plains is a volcano. What's that? A burning thing with a lava coming out. That'd have been great in Pompeii. Like, jeez. Alright, command units. We get another melee unit. For reasons. So we'll put that over to the town, because I think if anything's going to struggle, it will be the town. Let's go next turn. Our scout will continue to go around. If we had more influence points, we could potentially get them as an ally. We've got them 3 more turns, and we become their suzerain, which is cool. Next turn. Oh, we get to grow our city. So, with all the river stuff done, it seems like now is the perfect time to be able to get all the other resources. So let's get the dates, which give +2 food and +2 happiness. Very nice, very nice. I have to admit, I really like this game and how the city grows out. It actually feels alive. It's really, really cool. Narrative choice. The sweet, sticky scent of dates seems to be everywhere. And discarded pits line the streets. Citizens crumble that the Majay spent more time eating than they did patrolling. So, bar the Majay from the date stores. Or spit the date pit. Which would give us more happiness. Let's go for more happiness. Because we've got a load of gold at the moment, which we probably should be using. Cool. Right. Let's go search. Nothing to find. Okay. I would like to start scouting out over here in all honesty. So let's get our army commander and let's move up. The warrior can stay in the town. Next turn. Right, choose production. So I'm getting closer and closer to wanting that other settler. And then we have got some other wonders. We have got a quest to build other wonders. But I think we're going to save for the Petra in 3 turns. Because I think it's just going to help turn this city really amazing. Considering all the desert tiles that are here. So if we go production in here, what do we want to do next is a question. The dates, what does this classes as a plantation? Problem is I don't have much any adjacent stuff. If the silk is a plantation, then I could have a boost here with the granary. Doesn't say adjacent though. So I'll leave that for the time being. Could get a galley out, which would allow us to explore and whatnot. It's never the worst thing in the world. Let's get a slinger out. Let's get another town out. I feel like we should have a lot more. Right, Army Commander is going to push up over here. I want to sort of see, one, what's over here. He hates us anyway, so settling closer to him, he's not like he's going to hate us more, right? Next turn. Choose city-state bonus. So we could have a hill fort. Allows the construction of a hill fort improvement. The hill fort provides +2 production. Also gives +1 sight and +5 healing per turn to military units on the tile. Counts as a fortification. Okay. A flat bow. +1 combat strength to ranged and siege units for every city-state you are suzerain of. Allows the training of this land unit. +1 combat strength to infantry units for every city-state you are suzerain of. I like the idea of the hill fort, in case we do go to war. But it's probably flat bow. Ranged units and siege weapons basically win wars, so being able to get additional combat strength on them sounds like absolutely insane. The hill fort is very defensive, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Does give +2 production as well. Doesn't say how many. Doesn't say ageless or anything like that either. Let's go with the building. It's a very defensive building, but we're not planning on going to war. Saying that his warrior's there. I mean, we could stack this crazy. I suppose, are we going to be suzerain of too many people? Not really. Let's go with 1+... No, I think we have to do ranged. We haven't got any slingers. We might have to buy a couple. Are we planning on buying any anytime soon? Not really. Let's go hill fort. Let's go hill fort. Right. I would like to deploy my army. Yeah, because his army is right there now. Next turn. Oh, look at him back off! This is how war starts. Escalation at the border. Escalation at the border. But we gotta show our strength. So he only gives boosts to people in these tiles, so I do need to keep that into consideration. Now, this continent's quite large, actually. Yeah, that seems to be his capital. Right, we're going to... stay here. Defensively, defensively. Right, stay there. This unit could probably just stay on the commander, actually. Yeah, you can see his army reshuffling.
A tooth for a tooth.
Right, we get a policy we could put in for more influence. I don't think we want to do that, though. Right, let's go into civics. So we just done Code of Laws. If we did the mastery, I don't think we want to. It's going to give us the Oracle for more culture. This would help us produce more units. This would give us another settlement limit. This would give us a policy we could put in for +2 food in all settlements. Let's go there for the mastery in mysticism. Let's move down that. Big old continent. Yeah, this... Actually, no. This warrior go that. This warrior go that. This warrior go that. That. Because our army commander only boosts people in this, so... And then we will stay here. If this isn't escalating at the border, I don't know what is. I mean, to be fair... I've got no defense. Right, trade route. Right, let's come down here. So if we trade with you, we get fish. So let's move down here. Can I interact with you? So I can promote growth. Promote growth of a city-state by helping it generate food. It generates an additional 15 food by turn while this diplomatic action is... Okay, let's help them. Let's help them grow, since we're going to be gal pals. And let's bring our merchant down there to trade with them. They have got an archer over here by my capital. Right, grow town. Grow there, which is a culture bomb. So then can I come in here and go... Saw pit. These are woodcutters, correct? Yeah. So then go saw pit. I can't smack it here, though. One plus production on camps and woodcutters. Actually, it doesn't even say it needs to be adjacent. One plus production on camps and woodcutters. So first of all, actually, let's build an altar. So how many? Let's see. So the yield. So we should get an additional production if we build the altar in here. Which we do. Awesome. And then we're going to build the saw pit. Here. So then we get more production from all the woodcutters. Awesome. Okay, so that's a big improvement to that town over there. Very, very good. I like turning the yields on and off. It's a very pretty game. Let's get ancient walls. Let's get ancient walls. We have got a settler. I'm tempted to come down here. This is not a river we can get a boost to. That's the only sad thing. But it might just be the way the cookie crumbles. Not all of our cities are going to be absolutely perfect. But it would be a nice little mining town over here. Would also be close to our friends. Apparently they're unhappy. Not with me, I'm sure. With me, I'm sure they're only filled with joy. I don't want to go that way because the archer's right there and that makes me a little bit nervous. But actually, I should have scouted this bit out a little bit better because there could be a river off the back of this. It might just be a stationary lake or something equally. I think going down here and having a little mining town is probably the option. Probably the best option. Oh, it does say about fresh water. Could get a coastal city. But no, I think coming here, getting a little mining town will be absolutely fine. Also gives our infantry units +1 combat strength, which does help just in case anything goes down, which then would lead me to believe I should have then stacked the combat strength from them as well. Right, we're on 59. I'm just going to drop a save in right now, because we haven't dropped a save. I know it does auto-save, but we've been going for 2 hours on stream, and I just want to make sure nothing terrible happens. I'm really, really enjoying myself. We have got some influence, so let's actually use some to make friends with people. So let's go... Open borders? Relationship change if accepted by 5. Accept that. And let's do the same with Rome as well. There, they both accept that. That's fine. He still hates my absolute guts. I'm starting to win him round. I'm starting to win him round. That's my story, and I'm sticking with that. And our army stands over here, escalating that next turn. I do need some archers or something over here. Right, diplomatic actions. Okay, I don't have the points to be able to get the happiness, so I'll get the influence per 2 turns. He gets the happiness still. Not much I can do there, in all honesty. Right, this scout is going to start to move back over here. And we're going to get another town over here. Try and get a little mining town. We've met a city-state. Wait, what? An unmarked player has completed a milestone for Silk Roads. The river flooded. Okay, so there is a new city-state. Will it take me? So they're in there, so I don't know where they are yet. That's absolutely fine. Let's have a look at our science compared to everyone else's. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We're doing good, we're doing good. Right, we're getting ancient walls up because we're anticipating the possibility of a war. I find it interesting how you can put walls around all your districts and stuff. That's quite interesting. Okay, so what do I want to do? Problem is, I really want some archers and stuff. We're just not there. So we're about to get another town over there that's going to be a mining town. That will take us out of 3 and 4. If I knew that, I'd probably build another settler. Tempted to get the granary next for added food, although we are quite food okay. What do we go for? It's a great question. We do have a quest to complete another wonder. So we currently have that. So acts as a fortified district that must be conquered. Or the Hanging Gardens, which is 1+ food on farms in this settlement. The problem is we have no farms. So I feel like it's pointless. We could build that. And chuck it there. We'd get more adjacency to the monument in here. The monument would get better. Yeah, let's chuck that there then. That'll take 9 turns. And our scout is just moving back round. Next turn. I'm watching the border over here. He's just reshuffling. 2 archers over here. Okay. Not worried about this border, but obviously our capital's a little bit... Let's buy a slinger in our capital.
When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is.
What a quote. Okay, choose technology. The problem is I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but I can see he's amassing at the borders. Because this gives us a market, which gives us gold on all our river tiles. From our river tiles. I think we probably go into bronze working and go get archers. He is amassing on my borders. I'm going to be silly if I don't acknowledge that. Command units. 7 turns till we do that, but obviously he's archers, and they're all ranked up by 1. Right, do I want to settle here? Can settle on there, though. Right, let's come over here. We want that iron. This is going to be a little mining town for us. And that slinger. What's that do? Reinforce the army. Right, stay alert in that. Next turn. Okay, so they've got hides, fish, and all this. So let's set up a trade route. Make a trade route. Right, so we get hides, which is more production. Fish, which is food. So let me move some stuff around. Do like food. Give the Can I give the production to the capital? And the growth to that other town. And then we got that for the other mining town that we're going to make. Next turn. Right, so let's settle our next settlement. Awesome. Narrative choice. Paramount chiefdoms. The seat of authority has traditionally been shared among representations from different towns, but some have begun to argue that those live in the capital are better poised to delegate issues to the rest, and their voices are growing louder. So we could distribute power, which would give plus 10% production towards constructing buildings, or 15% production towards constructing buildings just in our capital. Yeah, the capital's king. So we are going to be a mining town. That's a quarry, and then these are all mines. So let's go straight for the quarry, because that does give us a bit of culture. How much to buy the building? So we would need the brickyard. That's 220, okay. Let's chat with Dave. Oh god, he is very aggressive, isn't he? Reconciliation? Increase your relationship with the other leader. Last for 10 turns. Let's do reconciliation. Okay, he does accept that. Let's see if we can repair the wounds of the past.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
Okay, so we can change a policy, which we're going to kick out the gold. We're going to kick out the gold for +2 food in all settlements. Because growth is king. Alright, where are we going to go next? What next helps us with what we're doing? I'm trying to ignore the fact he's gotten all his troops on my capital's border. Entertainment would give us an extra city limit. Tactics would let me train more units. Which is not the worst thing in the world. Could come down here for the mastery too. Which I don't think is really needed. Public life gives me the oracle. When gaining rewards from a narrative event, gain an additional 10 culture per turn. Not terrible. Literacy would actually give us a building with +3 science. So let's go citizenship into literacy. Since we're sort of using our production to get out science. We're second in science. Behind the guy that hates us. Next turn. Diplomatic action. Yeah, let's go the +6 gold. Gold is king. Golden growth is my favourite. Command units. Yeah, this scout is now coming down to scout out all here. I definitely want my next city on a river, or next town on a river, to boost that. Okay, no river up here though, so we might not be able to. Next time. He's actually got quite the military force everywhere. There's another flood. Command units. Painted rock over here. Potentially get friends with them. Could help us. Next turn. Right, we get to grow this town. So we'll keep to the mines. Wait, what's this going to be? Give us a clay pit. Let's go there. So then we culture bomb for the iron next time out. Choose a celebration. So let's go wonder building. Then we're going to pump in the gold back in. Very nice. We're 40% of the way through the first age. I think we're doing quite well at the moment. That is a hostile independent. I shouldn't have probably went straight in. Right, next turn. That archer's annoying. Right, that settler, oh sorry, that slinger. Come out. Let's buy another slinger. When can I build the Petra? Is Petra already gone, maybe? Maybe. Let's go over here. Which would be disappointed if it has gone. Must be. Okay, that's fine. Right, choose production. So, markets for more gold. Bath for more food. So we got a bath in. We could chuck it in there, actually. So it's probably going to be chuck a bath there. Because otherwise we're going to start destroying these tiles. And I don't want to do that. Don't want to destroy any more. So do we want more growth or do we want more gold? Oh, so no, the market we can't put there anyway, so that's fine. Okay. So yeah, let's get the bath in that district there as well then. More food. More food, more expansion, or goods. Okay, a settler. Oh, they got a big old army here. Big old army. Next turn. That slinger. I wonder if that stopped construction of that building because they were there. Yeah, one more turn. Can I swap the queue? Yeah, push you up next. Right, there we go. Right, we can grow our city. We can get a specialist. Which would remove happiness. Interesting. I'm probably going to go here for the more science. Let's go there for the more science, get a specialist in. Right, big old army over there. Next time. Wonders of the ancient world.
From this day forward, your pronouncement shall be unchangeable. To raise or bring low